doing at home? It's me again. We are here, Sonolo podcast. Please, guys, let me start by saying this. We really need your support regarding this our journey. We really do need any kind of support. We need you guys to follow us, subscribe on our Sonolo podcast channel. And please guys, bring anything forward. We are here to promote anything. We are here to talk about anything. So yes, I have youth here. I have our people here. We have people here. My fellow co-host here, Madam.
Hi guys. As you guys know me, this is your host, Lerakumangage, aka Umama Kazimla in the house. Our guest for today is Doft. All of you guys know him as Doft. Doft will introduce himself for you. Who is he? Doft. Welcome, Doft.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for giving me this platform. My actual name is Thabo Matsepane, but most of the people know me by Doft. Some would know me by Vito. So
I'm saying,
that's when we used to play soccer back then.
yeah, man, come on, man. Doft. I give man Thabo. Very simple for me. And Doft was starting a guy. Where were you born? Where are you from? Everything. Tell us about everything about you.
Okay. I know probably time is limited, so I'm gonna keep it as short as I can. My name is Thabo Matsepane. I was born in Kimberley. Mom and dad divorced while I was 2 years old. So my mom moved to Postmansburg with me and my brother. So back then I didn't know anything about divorcing and everything. So we lived in a shack. We started living in a shack, but then my mom made sure that we get a better education, you see. So from a shack to a house, from a house to a better school, from a better school to varsity. My brother, my sister and I, we all graduated, and then, yeah, man.
Everything was
everything was online.
Everything was taken by your mom.
By my mom. You know, she's no longer with us anymore. But wherever she is, I'm sure she's proud of me right now. Because I'm doing this for her actually.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah. So rest in peace. Papa, since I'm like 2 years.
No, Papa thing is just that it's 15 years from born. So I don't really regard him as a father figure, even though he's still my dad, you know. Yeah, so how I grew up is like what matters most. That's where the struggle came in, you know, because I get to see my mom struggle. I get to see my mom having to take care of children, early one. So those kind of things, they led me to become a better person in life. So I finished school, went to university, I graduated. And then I told myself that, no man, let me come back home because there's mining, there's everything around here.
What was studying?
I was studying public relations.
Okay.
Yeah, I was studying I graduated from public relations. But then when I came back home, I started working at KFC. Actually, I opened this KFC in Postmansburg.
Oh, you're managing?
No, I used to be a teller. Yeah, I used to be a teller.
How did you change?
Don't pay attention to that dancing.
Don't have KFC. Obviously, the whole stories are at home to I'm serious.
I was always against that because hence you see our community struggling. We have children, Baba Emang, Pick and Pay, Spa, Banditura.
Because most of us really don't know, they don't need the but then I get sure, man, I'm not sure. Because most of the postman since the postman. I see it up like a border on the street key. It makes it like a border on the street key there. And then open KFC, I have a whole way to the why not for me. No,
the end goal is, I think, you know how white people are, it's just an extortion of making profit, you know, because you don't even know where that money goes. They would say, no, it goes to a charity somewhere in Joburg. Meanwhile, our youth here, just to push a trolley. So I never really, not myself personally. I never really give the children a hope. Get my point? Because if it really did matters, the children a hope.
You're supposed to be a new hope.
Exactly.
But it's not like saving on the salaries of the managers. But then, that's not why you are here, man. Let's talk. I mean, I'm more interested in you because. You have a main reason to be here. Autoversity, guys came back to the hood, came back to the mines. You work in the mines. You worked for, I don't know, like then. You were involved in this life. There was this life that you got into. That's the main reason why we brought you here.
Actually, where did it start? What went wrong? Or was it just for fun? You wanted to try this and you got stuck? Or did something push you to live the lifestyle that you once lived?
Straight, honestly speaking, remember, I used to have everything. I was young back then. I used to stay in Airfield. I used to have a house there.
Oh, you had a house?
Yeah, I had a house in Airfield. I remember I was one of the...
That was story of...
just a normal operator house.
Oh,
Yeah. So, when you were young, you get a salary, you don't have any dependents. Your only dependence is your mom who was working. So every time I try to give her money, she'd be like, no man, just buy yourself clothes or something. So I ended up hanging around with the wrong people who introduced me to this drugs things. And then I ended up being an addict. So what happened is that I become such an addict that I had to feed my addiction every day, you know, whilst I was working. I was working on a permanent contract at Colomela. I was permanently employed. I started as a drill assistant, from a drill assistant to an operator. I got dismissed for about 4 months, and then they realized after that they unfairly dismissed me. So I had to go back. That's where I got another house in Bicho. I got even a bigger house there. But the addiction never went. It's always been there, you know.
But as you know, you had a choice. If I'm going to say this, but you had a choice to say no. Were you curious to start the drugs? Or were now, because you had everything, you just said, nah, I'm going to buy, because I don't know what to do with this money. So let me buy the drugs and I'm going to use them all. How did it come about for you to take that first sniff or that first whatever that you were using?
Truly speaking, I was into marijuana, like this all. And then it happened where we normally buy marijuana. Those people were not there for about 2 weeks. So I had to improvise on smoking this drugs with these people. So I find it more exciting than the marijuana.
The marijuana is
so I put the marijuana, I went into Mandrex. You see, and then up until I got addicted to it. So I could feed my addiction every day, every day before I go to work, even if I come after work, I could just smoke and then go to sleep, and then
Let's like your first day. First day you what's our main. How did it feel? And then morning after.
Yeah.
And there are eating that papa. So can eat that feeling you are what's out there, the key feeling so more in the inside.
I understand. It's the same as alcohol. Like you drink your Castle Light, and then your Castle Light doesn't make you drunk. Same time compared to your Heineken. So the Mandrax, it's a pill where you have to smoke it with marijuana. So I find it more.
It was giving more adrenaline
than the marijuana. So I thought marijuana it was a waste of time. So why not go to Mandrax?
So the morning when you woke up, did you feel bad at doing it, or what he is trying to say is, some people when they wake up from the babalas will be like, I don't want to drink alcohol anymore. I can't take this. And others will be like, this feeling, it needs another bottle. Then we go and drink. Then we drink again. It disappears. With you guys, when it comes out of your body, how do you feel?
It's the same as alcohol. For you to fix your babalas, you need 1 or 2 beers in that morning, and you'll be okay. It's the same as us. Okay. The morning after the smoking last night, you'd want to smoke just maybe a portion, just for you to be okay. But then you'd never get enough of it. You'd always wanted to do it over and over again until it came to a point where I lost everything. I lost my job, I lost my house, I lost my partner, whom I regard as my baby mama. I lost my friends. I lost everything to such an extent where I had to go back home. I had to take my furnitures and go put them in the garage. So, and then I started to be more addictive to such an extent where I have to be in the corner asking 2 rand from people, asking 1 rand. Yeah, just to feed my addiction, because it was very difficult to get 20 bucks. Unlike where I used to get a salary of more than 10,000.
So to understand, we understood that you are saying in the first house you lost it, and then they call it what? They fired you.
Yeah, and then they
first time, and then they reinstated you. And then first time they said it was unfair dismissal, and now they reinstated you again, and then you got a house again. And the first one was in town, second one was in the then the second time, how did they fire you again? What happened?
I think it's because of the mental breakdown that they brought to me. From firing me without even giving me a warning. They only realized afterwards that they fired me unfairly. So it came to a point where we had to settle. They settled, like they asked me, can you please go back to your job? We'll give you another house, we'll give you this amount of money, we'll give you even a position higher than that. So when I went back, things were not the same as they used to be back then. It was like I was African say Dan Ace. Yeah, it's either you fall, like you on the wire.
Like now you have to be
on the wire.
You're on the road, on the circus.
So that's how it was. So they were always looking for any mistake that I could do, up until I ended up really doing that mistake. And then the second time that I was dismissed, it was because of desertion. they said I dismissed myself because I stayed 5 days without reporting from work.
Hey, but this one we are exposing each and everything, my brother. So the company, the Colomela Mine company, how is the management there? You are an employee there. Remember, your mental health. It's supposed to be taken care of. Your health as a person, it's supposed to be looked after. Safety wise, you personally as an employee, it's supposed to cater for you with safety and everything. So, Colomela management and Colomela Mine, how the environment, how was it for you personally?
It was the best environment that I've ever worked for. Like, if I can get any chance to go back, I would go back with open arms. You know? I remember one day they randomly tested for drugs, and then I was the random one, the unlucky one. So they tested, and then I came clean. That was the luckiest part about me. I came clean. That you know what, I'm having problems. My baby mama is, is kind of giving me problems. So I'm on drugs. Please don't dismiss me. What you can do is just take me to a rehabilitation center. Support me. You can't just dismiss me. And then they did take me to a rehabilitation center. I remember very well. They paid almost 50,000 baht just for me to be there, and they gave me everything every day. I got the full support until I came back. So even when I came back, I was the old trial head.
The employees, you know.
You
are the curse.
And which is also a problem for you to work in such an environment.
Black sheep.
Black sheep of the company. I was even the black sheep of the family at some point.
Yeah, it's a feeling.
It's not a nice feeling.
But again, you guys are being for standard in Tambo Strat.
In Tambo Strating, in Tambo Pidun, in Yeah, to such an extent where I almost committed suicide.
Yes.
You know how drugs are.
Yeah.
They take control over your life. They will tell you to just commit suicide and to hang yourself. I remember that day I tried committing suicide, because I found my baby mama sleeping with another guy. So I was like, come on. This girl, I'm I would look at the time of Pamunya.
Yeah, wow. Yes.
That's deep.
This girl, I'm giving her everything. She's not working. I'm giving her everything. The child was staying with Corona, and then she was staying by her house. So I was providing for her as well as the child aside. So those kind of things, they develop so much anger and hatred in me. And the only option that I could go to resort in illegal drugs.
So, Doctor, like you said, then you lost everything, you left. Like, other parents, they chase their kids away. And if I can understand correctly, your mom didn't. So, your biggest support in all of this, was it only your mom? When you went back home with everything, because when you don't have anything, your friends are no longer there. Like you said,
the company also supported. Let's not forget to mention that one. Colomela company supported the guy also.
No, I'm talking about in the sense of when he lost everything the second time.
After losing everything.
Yeah, because the friends left. The ones who gave him drugs. The ones who started drugs were.
Friends, they always leave.
They left.
Baby mama
baby mama did this to him. And at the end, she left.
She left.
So people say it's the walk of shame. You had to go through that walk of shame alone. When you went home and lost everything, what did you tell your mom, or how was your mom's behavior? For this child, he had everything. I, for one, as a single parent, I made it a point here where I'm going to give you everything for you to be a better person, for you to provide for your child. But now, look what you did. You lost everything. Other parents can take that, but it's not in your face. So I want to know, how was your mom towards this? For you had this, but you lost everything. And then
Lavine, should I call you Lavine?
Yeah, you can call me
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you even get to ask me that question, because I've been waiting for that. You know, my mom was such a lovable person. She loved me through everything. When I came back home, I remember that day, I told her, Mom, I got this mess. This time it's final. So my things will be moved from my house to here. And then you know what my mom told me? She didn't even shout and say, and she just said, you know what, my child, what's meant for you will be for you. But if it's not meant for you, then, you know, but probably there's other plans for you.
And so we should have parents completely.
And then I started living my life on the street. I became a deeply addicted person. I became an arm robber. I started doing arm robbery, you know, just to
feed your cravings.
To feed my cravings, to have an income. You know, I started doing arm robberies. I started stealing. I started doing a lot of things. I went into gangsterism too, also.
Yes.
And then I remember one day, I was sitting in a corner. There was a shop. There's a shop on my street. So normally when someone sits in the corner, he'll be waiting for SB. SB, I hate that. Hey, SB. What to run now? And I'm not knowing for it. I took for 7 grand. And I'm just adding up so that I can get that small portion so that I can fix my addiction. Remember when you smoke, during the smoking and after the smoking, you forget about everything. Everything just went away. And then one day, I was sitting in a corner. I didn't have anything. I was dirty. I didn't wash for 3 days. And then Thabo came through. So this buggy, he was driving a buggy, driving with this other ladies working at the guest house. So he was like, and then so he's driving to town. I'm like, you can't drive to town with me like this. I'm dirty. Can't I just probably just take, I don't know, let's go. Then we went to the guest house. And then he showed me how to wash the floors there. After that, he told me, he gave me 140 bucks because there's 2 floors, the one on top and the one on the bottom. And then he gave me 140. He took me back home. And then he told me, my mom was still alive, I remember. And then he told me that, you know what, you and I, we've been friends throughout school, throughout university. So for me to see you struggling like this and people talking about you like this, it hurts me too. So I'm going to help you with whatever I have, the little that I have. Yeah. So he gave me
So tell about the teacher.
Yeah, Thabo Matsepane, the teacher.
You must give him his flowers while he's still alive.
No, and then I acknowledge.
Shout out.
You can call him Spoodler. And Spoodler. Yeah. So he took me that day, and then he took me to the guest house. He showed me how to wash floors. And then he told me that, you know what? I'll give you 70 rand for every floor. there were 2 floors. So I washed 2 floors and then gave him 140. He took me back home and then he told me, you know what, I'm only giving you a week to think about. Can't you maybe come here every day and then wash floors just to keep yourself busy, to stay away from the streets
And the corners.
and the corners. Ever since then, I've never looked back. The guy has always been there for me, like would sacrifice his happiness just to make me happy.
Yeah, that's
You know,
such people are very rare, very rare.
you take me to places that I've never even
Into
imagined that I would ever be. You know, he's not only him, his mom, Simko Barnard, his father, Ace Barnard, and even the employees also of PMG Guest Lodge. You know, when someone gives you a plate of food, whereas you didn't even get it on a daily basis, it meant a lot. And then they started giving me a salary, which was approximately 0.1% compared to what was I getting at Kolomela. I was like 1.5, you know, was getting paid. SB knows we were getting paid back then, we were getting paid a lot of money, even the bonuses, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So with the 1.5, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Do my
Because
oh, that's the car.
no, I get it.
So what we want
to 1.5, then the other say 1.5.
Yeah, and then I started developing this thing, any carry. Yeah, well, just to look nice, to keep up with the latest fashion. So every time I
We'll get to the nice things. Don't worry, wait for us. Lovely, you wanted to mention something about GBV, gender-based violence stuff. Ask for
I'm not sure, should I ask? Is it okay?
No, it's okay. Remember, we're doing this, not only are we doing
It's
this for
awareness.
us,
It's not for us, it's awareness. People should know. They should
community.
Yeah. Let me ask this question. Have you ever beaten up a lady or hit a lady? I will come to that one. I want him to answer this one first.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That's why now I'll be as honest as I can. Remember, this is a platform where
Everything has to be
tomorrow I would like to go to school, to Radantudo, to a school, to HTTV, to teach these kids, to tell them my story so that they can understand. Hence, when they grow up, they cannot do the same things, you know, because they end up probably in jail or
dead. You're one of our humans.
I was violent. I had a lot of anger. My baby mama, I used to beat her up for my reason, you know.
Okay.
Can't leave you at the house, and then when I come from work, it's a party.
Okay.
When I left you, we talked that no, you're gonna chill with everything inside the house, you're gonna chill with the child. And when I come back, it's a party. So eventually that led me to started beating her up, and then I thought maybe it would work for me, but it didn't. So I resorted to drugs, which made me very humble. You know?
So after beating her up, how did you feel?
I felt bad.
Or did you beat her in front of the child?
No, I didn't do that in front of the child. It would only be the two of us, you know. And then, you know, when I stopped doing that, I remember one day she was drunk. So I was calling her, I was at work. So I was calling her, and this other guy was answering the phone. And he was like, you can't be calling my girlfriend at this time. That time I left the courtroom, so I asked for a time off. So they brought me home around 2 o'clock in the a.m. So when I got there, she was drunk. There were people also inside the house. I chased them away. So I wanted to hit him with the, what do you call this, big stain. So when I raised that thing up and then I wanted to hit her, and she fell down. And then that thing hit the door. I didn't hit her. She fell down because she was drunk. But if ever she didn't fall down, I would probably be in jail now.
And your child would have been with us.
So from there I told myself, you know what? If ever I'm in a relationship with you and then you trigger me to such an extent where
yeah, it's going to
I'm just gonna do everything and walk away.
This thing is a global evil, man. Like,
Is it global?
GBV, and it's not only ladies, girls, women who are violated. Guys are also men. Boys are also the Basha people. They're talking about that.
It's not like that, TV. You get it when we women, I want to say something. I'm tired of this thing that GBV is only going to be used for a banana. I am going to be the first woman to be, what can I say, to say this. Sometimes we need men to beat us up. Number one, and we have the tendency. Just as much as we are a human being as a man, or as you are also a human being as a woman. Why I understand? Some walk away, some can't. Just like in fights, if you guys are friends, you get those friends who say, oh, I'm going to be the bigger person, I'm going to walk away. Then you get it one over for his respect or for so ladies, let's stop provoking men. Let's stop provoking men. If you feel you are not the environment, the signs are there. The signs are there. Don't look away. You as a woman, you are not the choice and that right to walk away from that abusive relationship. Why should you say, no? Hey, baby daddy, I love you, but you're staying.
You're staying.
Why can't you walk away? Why can't you start making a living for yourself? People are going to Marabasat and Bobo in small street to start a business for Fida. Why can't you do that? Why do we have to stay in a relationship, both male and female, and you are not at peace?
I had a similar incident last week. So a guy was fighting his girlfriend. So I'm the caretaker of the guest house when Tabo's not around.
Okay.
He leaves me with the guest house. Like I'm the manager. Even now I had to leave and tell them, you know what guys, I'm coming back. You know? So he left me and I'm in charge. So the boyfriend was fighting the girlfriend. So I had to go intervene. And there was blood all over. They were fighting on the parking, on the guest house. You know? So I called Tab and said, hey man, this is what's happening. How do I deal with this situation? And then he told me, you know what? Since we have a contract with the mine with Kolomela, we only house people from Kolomela there. So we have to make sure that their safety and security is a priority. So please, when I just where she comes from, you know, before anything else could happen, and then tomorrow, no se mamas or college guest house, but guy.
You have to see the image of the guest house.
So I understand quietly when you say GBV is a serious issue that needs to be addressed.
And I just want to say another thing. It's so funny that most of the men are abusive. With girls. I don't know why. I feel like I know the reason behind it. If you can do it to another person's child, would you like it if someone does the same to your child? And you won't like it. But I'm happy for one thing that you've changed to a point where or what's square. I know, I saw, my grandmother's house. I'm so happy to see that you evolved to a point that, like you said, I would really love you if, or love it if Rahuta Dugolo, because no primary, it was so primary than Rakam Tutu. Now I'm talking about, sorry for this name, it's Doft's interview, but I would like him to go there because my brother is 12. He doesn't even roll it. He smokes dope.
Imagine.
Primary school. Banking classes. You can do nothing with him. We are trying. We ask for help everywhere. Nothing works. Maybe to see someone who was there, it will help out. Okay, guys. Let me just say this about GBV. This is really serious. This really need attention, especially more on our podcast, because I feel like I was thinking, we see the party last time again, like we do this, Kala Sama, make a dinner roll, give you go score.
So you were staying next to me. So actually, you know what? I was very smart because you didn't say, okay, this school, the luckiest part,
the nicest
part, graduating. So I get to learn these things, the drugs, armed robberies, gangster. So I was so smart to such an extent where if gay died, then no, my mom would defend me and say, my child, no ways. Moto Padre will say, I don't know, but Moto is a very respectful child. And not only was it my mom, but the surroundings of parents, you know. And I like the fact where you talked about your brother. There's nothing you can do. And as I said, Lavi, I went to a psychiatric hospital, I went to rehab, I went to a psychologist hospital. You know, I had so much anger. But then I think that things just became worse. The only person who helped me was myself when I took that decision. When Thabo told me that, you know what, you are destined for greatness, it's just that you don't know.
You know, this one is so hard because they are small.
Small kids.
I'm talking about from the ages of 12 to 14.
Juveniles.
So, what you often direct into the limits, so I feel like so whenever I think you can be that parent. I'm not saying you're going to change him, but if they are 20 and you go and sit there and they see you, do you know that they won't believe it? And if you're going to say it, no, he's going to the thing over there. Our school kids are. We can talk. Maybe we don't know how to talk with them. Now I'm so lucky. I tell other people that I'm lucky. And for you to change it because we were not only raised by our parents, we were raised by the community. Can I put a child raised by what is a child? I don't understand. We would you like it? My mom, it's my friend's mom. Their parents are my parents. So to parents also, can we please bring back that? Not for babes, but please don't stop talking or encouraging our young kids. Because limited lawyer, it's nothing. Look at Mr. Dov, who is a Greek. He graduated. He worked. He knows for a 10,000 more in your bank account. And Abaya to that life. Then he knew after prayer a little money.
It's much more than
than that.
10,000, like.
And now look, again, you've risen because of Uhitile everywhere. No one.
I mean, truly speaking, I don't want to sound romantic or anything, but at the current moment, I'm just happy to be alive.
And we are happy that you are.
I'm just happy to be alive. Whatever comes that I flourish at, whatever comes that I succeed at, it's just kind of a bonus. From where I come from, like I've been through the worst, man. So my happiness is my most important part right now. If you can tell me there's a 1 million there, it's fine. There's a 1 million there. Now, if I had to choose between the 1 million and the happiness, I'll choose happiness.
Yeah. So.
You know, there was this documentary that I was watching. Apparently, I can summarize. Apparently, there was this old age homes, retirement houses, old age home. And that's like, there were statistics in detail. How much of Azata, Mahawaha, Abua, so our most I could have been more happier in my life. I could have spent more time with my family. I shouldn't have went too much to work and neglect. I shouldn't have went too much after money and neglect. Happiness, it's about everything.
That's why I quote also, sorry, correct. From today onwards, I told myself, especially in 2023, I'm going to control what I can. What I can't, I can't.
You can't.
And for me to be happy, my daughter will be happy. If I'm not happy, that frustrations, I will take it out of my daughter. So I'm going to be happy so that my kids can be happy and everyone else can also be happy.
Exactly. You know, sorry to you know, Thabo once told me, remember the guy's a teacher? He has like 100 books in his rooms, but he never gets to read them all. You know, he only gets to read that part. And later if I'm in his room, I get to just check, okay, what's the name of the book? Or the name of the book is How to Make Money, and get to read. I can't read the whole entire book. So there was this movie, and I saw it also on the book. You know, I don't know the whole code, but what I know, the first part is that when he told me, you know what, Thabo, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. I quote. I quote. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It was also on Akila. It was also on Coach Carter.
Yeah, it was also on Coach Carter.
And the guy said, it is not our light that shines, but it's our darkness that most frightens us. You know, we were born to make manifest, and the glory of God that's within us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permissions to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So that code has always been in my mind. Like the guy wrote it for me in a book when we were studying.
I had a code from the movie.
Yeah.
Coach Carter.
It's in a lot of movies. I just don't remember who wrote the code.
Okay.
But
I think my angel. I think. Might be wrong.
It's not Maya.
I don't remember as much, but
if any message, do you have any message that you can give to the young ones out there?
Those ones of the arts.
okay.
No, any message.
Yeah, I want him actually to be specific. I want him to give something.
No, don't tell him what to say.
I'm not saying, I'm saying to the ones that are using drugs, to people of GBV, to I blew it, and to people who are friends who they think they are friends, but they are not. But right forward, give them a message and a small quote to your little girl, if possible.
Remember, what I'm about to say, I'm not saying it because of I've read it somewhere. I'm speaking from experience. Experience itself. So, if ever you want to believe me or not, but I'm saying this from experience. So what I'm gonna say is that your great life is in front of you. It's not behind you. What you did back then ain't got nothing to do with what God got for you. What you did back there was learning the lessons to get you to where you are at this particular moment, right here. But what God got for you, do you know, man, that you can actually mess your life completely up, and you can take it all the way up, and you can turn it around and get it right. You know, there's a message that I want to give to young people. Yeah, I quote. Normally, I like reading, I like writing, and there's the other one that say that there's things that I've been in my life, like things that I had to overcome just to be a better person for myself. I don't like the fact that I'm doing this. Let me stop doing this. But guess what? It's not just easy. Like to stop doing this. It's not just easy. It's hard. You know, when you wake up and then you tell yourself that I'm no longer doing drugs. It's not easy. It's hard. For you to sleep at night, you have to face hundreds of demons and nightmares. And another thing that I've read from AKA the other day, may his beloved soul rest in peace, is that he said, I've already gone through the worst in my life. So anything that I'm succeeding right now is just kind of a bonus. To tell the truth, I don't want to sound dramatic, but I'm just happy to be alive.
That's nice. It's nice.
So,
Brian, if you are promoting something, if you wanna just we are here to promote anything, we are here to support
And to advertise.
Guest house and
PMG Guest Lodge.
Oh, PMG Guest Lodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, PMG Guest Lodge, everything, if ever, but try it, so.
Is there anything that offers to me besides being at a guest house?
You know, that somewhat there, it's a company that's funded by Colomela, and so it's been giving this young ladies and young guys from our communities opportunities to train as housekeepers, assistant chefs. So now they are job ready. They've been getting back then, they've been getting a stipend of 150 rand a week. And they will come each and every day. So now that they are job ready, they get to sign contracts. So last week I received a list of 180 people where I had to choose 15. So you can imagine. But then I'm not the only one who get to make all those decisions. I encounter with Thabo, and then I tell Thabo that, you know what, Lavi is the best. I've been observing her during training, so I think maybe we should choose her. And he was like, okay, no, it's fine. So at the moment I hired 15 ladies, and then 2 guys, mainly from Bichoko and Newtown. And then currently they are working, they are happy, and for me, I did something for someone, it makes me happy. As long as they are happy, I'm happy, you know. I'm not expecting anything from them. Their salary is their salary. They get to make a change at home.
And PV wanted to say something. He blocked you when you were talking about the clothing what. About the lifestyle, clothing what. What sort of fashion, what? Utisa you South Africa bana. Utisa runway walk on the sea roads of Michoko. Nice one.
Truly speaking, like we get guys who drive a BMW, it makes him happy. Like you change this one to another one, and you know. So I've realized that, you know what, because we used to do fashion on the table back then, so we quit because we had to focus on other. Yeah, we come a long way. So every time I'm wearing something that's aligned to the latest trending fashion, you know, and when someone gets to compliments me and say, "Yo, hi, today, it makes me happy." Hence I said,
you love clothes.
Happiness, it's my priority now. So if when I enter the store and then you guys were like, "Yo, today I will be shopping," it makes me happy, you know. Even if I need to leave here, I'll be like, "No, thank you guys, compliments." So with clothing, I don't specifically have a certain brand. I can wear Mr. Price, I can wear Markham, Pep Store, I can wear Nike, I can wear anything. But as long as it matches.
You don't wear the same way like others.
Yeah.
Own style.
Like you see, right now, my bag compliments my pullover. And you'll be surprised, this pullover, I bought it from the ladies' side, who almost the price.
It's nice.
So every time when I get a salary, I make sure that I buy either a t-shirt or a jean, you know.
To say thank you to yourself.
Just to say thank you, because you can buy 5 beers. You know, 5 beers is equivalent to almost 150 rand. Or you could have bought that jersey.
They make them happy, that beers.
No, I buy them. You have 300 bucks.
They think you are going to the beer. Something like beer. Beer. Let's go. Yes, some people.
So, Brian, check out. Maybe currently, I saw a man somewhere on Facebook about bikers and stuff. Tell us about that man.
No, Thabo is a biker. Remember, Thabo, he regards me as his friend.
Yeah.
You know, so I regard him as my brother. So he's a biker, I'm a biker supporter. Guys, I don't own a bike. I don't own a bike, but I'm a biker supporter. I can wear the kids at the bike, and then you think maybe my bike is also parked there.
Yeah.
But then remember when you are on bikers, there's that one old driver parking. So I'm those type of guys. So currently we've just started a Zanzabani charity run, which is our biking community around Postmansburg. So we're hosting a show this coming weekend. I'll be selling t-shirts this afternoon here, just right in front of Caltex. Black and white t-shirts, the Zanzabani charity run. We're not a group of a lot of people. It's a small group, you know. Costa, Victor, Tepo, Danki, some guys from Postin. We're not like Uruman where you get 200 to 500 hikers. So we are starting, you know. Such things motivate young children. You know, when you drive your bike, Okasi, all the children come to you and they want to say, we are rare more, so it motivates them to have one, you know,
nice one.
on a later stage.
Big ups, Tanzania.
T-shirt they go about 150. We'll be selling them also at Kasi Flavor Car Wash, you know, and then we'll be giving out food parcels to the needy. That's why we call it a charity run. Yeah. Not only are we doing it for us to benefit, but we're doing it for the community to benefit. And another thing that I can leave you guys with, and not only me, but the community, everybody's listening, everybody who's watching, is that I would like to take this platform to another level. I would like to say thanks to SB, to you, Lavi, to PB, SB's wife. Thank you for giving me this platform. Next time I would like to see myself in Kolomela.
How would you like to be remembered?
How would I like to be remembered? I want to become a motivational speaker. I want to start an organization where I can help these young boys to focus mainly on what they're good at, you know, talent.
Yeah, that's nice.
Their talents. Unlike having, you know, this thing of smoking marijuana and being a gangster, it makes you cool to the girls. You're not really. Yeah. There's two things if you are involved in those things. It's fine, you can be cool at that moment, but either you're gonna end up in jail or you're gonna end up at the graveyard.
Any future plans?
Any future plans is what you guys gave me now on this platform. I would like to do it more often.
Okay.
I always tell Thabo, when are you a business minded? Now I'm a workaholic. When are you mainly focus on business? It's like we can't all be the same.
Give me the plans. I'll go and utilize them.
I go and utilize them. So I would like to see myself having to change a lot of lives around our community. As you know, there's an influx of abuse of drugs, those youngsters, and mainly in schools. Most of them, they quit school. Most of them, they go away. And then there's this thing where you get it's not like that, you know. It's very saddened when you see someone who comes from Limpopo with the same qualifications that you have, and then in an accredited position, and then when you get to be unemployed. What does unemployed trigger? Unemployed trigger already drugs, alcoholism. You know, you become an alcoholic because what do? Your friend got paid. You feel like you know. So every day you go in, what's in your CV, but then there's no answer. Those things trigger such things. So why donkey?
But it's support and stuff.
I understand.
Financially,
to be supported.
mentally, emotionally. So what I quoted from today is, parents, please try to support your kids who are using drugs. Try to motivate them to be a better person. If you chase them away, what will the community do with them? They say charity begins at home. If we see you are a parent who's trying, then the rest of us, then we will help you get that situation away. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. And to what PB?
YouTube channel, YouTube channel, Sonolo podcast. Subscribe also. Check it, content, check it.
No, I've been given a slot apparently. Sonolo platform, Colomela training ship. That's where I want to start, guys. You know, because a lot of employees there are stuck, having a lot of problems, you know. Hence, when I'm and then a jiggy a month after, you don't even say what you know. So I would like to start there. And also, I would like Colomela itself to fund me to go to schools where we can help these kids. I might not help 10 kids out of 10. Even if it's 3 out of the 10, then that means I've done something, you know. And those 3 will lead this other 7, you know. So I think we need to focus mainly on our youth in the community of Postmansburg. You know, there's a lot of housebreaking. They are not led by because you just wake up and then you want to. It's because of drugs. There's a lot of killings. There's a lot of there's so many things happening in our community where people who come from that side, who are not from here, who came here for work. I wouldn't even also care if I was not from here because it's not my community. So as a Zanzabani community citizen, I'm pledging right now. I'm making everything in my power to help these kids. You don't need to take a child to a rehabilitation center.
I'm working with
because I'm going to tell you something before we close up. At rehabilitation centers, those people are making also money. You know what they do? They get someone to feed the rehabilitators with drugs so that they can be chased away and come back again. Remember, you pay a full amount to be there. But then if you ever being found using drugs, then Baku is a high. Who benefits? The owner of that place. So these kids, you need to take them. You need to take them on a vacation. You need to go show them things. Say, I would like to work for myself and then. And also another thing, Nico's dad has created such sadness in the community. He was a very young boy who could have just went to university and studied whatever you want to study. But then because of the unemployment and the poor community that we are in, every time you finish school, you have to go look for a job for you to feed the family. So we don't want that anymore. We have one of the biggest minds, I think these people can take us to school. They can help us a lot. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, so subscribe to that. Subscribe.
No, I'm gonna subscribe.
Yeah. Net of the Hood Blanket. Now that is why to give it up, USB. United States of Job because of can I not believe you are at some point, some years to come, we're gonna be united and then Garcia or
and it needs to be
the racing, so I believe so. I really believe so. Especially when we take a podcast that was don't expose and don't show the I don't know how to copper. I really expose and
and I believe the only people who can make a difference in this community, in Chop or Newtown, Posty, it's us, the youth. you get my point. It's people, the likes of Sonolo, SB, you know, to create this thing. You just don't wake up and then create a podcast. You do it because you want to help a lot of people, you know. And then I'm grateful for today. I know today it was all about me, but I would like an opportunity where we can focus on something else again.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things happening, unemployment. I know it's just a start, but I'd also like other stakeholders, other companies, private, public, to sponsor him, you know, so that he can reach out to a lot of people, you know, so that this thing can be much better than Mac Cheese podcast.
We thank you, my brother. We thank you, my brother. Yeah, then people of Postmanswork, people of Zanzibar, we had our guest today, Thabo, aka Thabo, aka not aka Baraman, aka Yeah. So people thank you for being my co-host. I thank you for being my co-host.
The pleasure is mine.
Yeah. So guys, let's focus on subscribing on the Sonolo podcast. If you want to come forward and advertise anything, we are here for you. If you want to come here and cry about your husband is beating you at home or your wife is beating you, we are here for you. We are here for everything actually. We censor nothing. So thank you for today's episode. USB, we thank you.
Okay, I also like to give a shout out to SB, to you, Lavi. It's not like I don't know you. I grew up just in front of you. I believe at some point you used to be my crush. PB, I know him from a long time. We used to play soccer together. SB, him and I used to work together, you know.
So family.
Shout out to also Shout out to Tanzania Youth Center for giving us. I even offered him a place to shoot for free.
Don't worry.
People, don't forget to like us on WhatsApp. Sorry, Facebook, Sonolo Podcast. DM us. Can you please DM us with your name if you want to be one of our guests here in Sonolo Podcast? Thank you, Thabo Matsepane, aka Boft, for coming through and talking to us. We are really thankful and we appreciate that Peace out, Mama Kakazingla. Don't forget, Mama Kakazingla. Don't be like Bibi, Mama Zimbabwe. Not Zimbabwe, Mama Kakazingla.